Hey guys, how is it going? And welcome back to another session on Lousy Gamer. And today is Friday thoughts. It's been a very long time I haven't done the Friday thoughts. So yeah, I mean holidays and other personal things. Now I got some time so to do the Friday thoughts. And before I get into the Friday thoughts, and I really wish you a happy New Year, and I hope you guys had a fantastic holiday season. Now everybody back to the reality, so back to the grind, I guess. So yeah, let's look at some of the things that happened during the holiday. I think one of the things that I really wanted to talk today is the new human leaders and infected leaders that Ember has released. I have got one of it. I think it came with a pack, but the rest has to be earned. I'm not sure how we can get it. But the whole thing is I'm just taking the leaders that they have been releasing from probably pre-Christmas, I guess, and then into the new year. So I'm going to show those what they have shared. I'm pretty sure by this time you know what it exactly is. It's actually my thoughts on whether this leader is good or not good. So that's exactly what I'm trying to do. So let's look at the leaders. Okay, I'm going to start with Yukon. I don't know if I'm pronouncing this right. It's a human leader at level 30. Again, taking it to level 30 is going to be a freaking nightmare. But anyways, what this is going to offer is a 450% on vehicle defense and 460% on coin production and 900,000 coin capacity. Again, I don't think apart from vehicle defense, coins make any sense anymore. I don't know again if Ember is going to make any changes, but based on right now the scenario, coins make no big difference. So city bonuses, I would put 1 star out of 5 star. Just 1 star is for the vehicle defense of 450%. That's massive in my opinion. Even some infected leader don't give that kind of a boost. March boost seems to be a bit interesting. It offers a march speed, so if you are in a quick infected attack, for example, with vehicles. I don't know, a lot of people don't use vehicles on infected city attacks. You guys are using infantry mostly, right? So I don't know if you are a vehicle person. And obviously, again, this is if you don't have Nightingale or Cleric. So this might give a little bit of an edge. So march speed of 295, troop health of 220, and vehicle attack of 355. Overall, I would say not so great, about 2.5 stars out of 5 maybe. So not worth to have this, just because 3 of the main bonuses that you get is not going to be really used. Again, you can still, if you have this, if you don't have other bigger leaders or human leaders, this is good to level up, but not really the one that I would fancy to go more. Okay, now let's look at the Rainman. Level 30. This is definitely something everybody would like. Again, people who don't have Nightingale or Cleric and all these kind of leaders, I think this is going to offer pretty good, not from a city bonus perspective. So if you have a farm, this is going to be the best to have. So you have 365% uplift in all the productions. Again, not sure how safe it is to just leave this kind of human leader and unbubbled, but if you have farms, this guy is the best to have. And if you have a balanced setup in your city, like I think last time some people would do that, instead of having all the same type of resource, this is really good. 365% on all the resource. So this would be really good to have if you're a farm. This for a farm, it would be 5 out of 5 in my opinion. And March bonus is pretty good. If you can see, maybe if you are a mid-sized player who don't have a lot of bigger leaders, or you want to go and hit ICs, this would definitely be good. I'm pretty sure by this time you got Ghost, so probably you might not have Nightingale or Cleric. So this probably might be easy to get. If you get it, yeah, this is something that you should focus on. The reason why I said that is, as you can see, you have 295% on march speed and 178% on infected city attack. And when I say mid-sized players who want to hit infected city, I know you guys hit the infected city and also gather. So this is going to give you 265% on troop load and 265% on gather speed. Again, on the farms, this is really good to have. And also, if you probably are going to attack farms and taking resources, this guy is also good. So you can have a 265% troop load without disturbing your infected city, infected leader setup. Overall, I would put about 3 out of 5. For a farm, I would put 5 out of 5. 4 out of 5. But overall, yeah, 3.5 out of 5. But if you're a big player, you got all. I don't think this is going to add any value to it because you get better infected city attack from other leaders. If you don't have any leaders that has infected city as their buff, go for it. Okay, so this is pretty, in my opinion, is like really exciting. When I saw this first time, I got really excited. Grey Frost 10. So as you can see, +5 max march count. Every leader now has that. 700% vehicle defense on city boost. So people who have built a lot of panzers and probably the other vehicles, we can actually have that boost of 700%. I think right now what kind of offers that is probably one of the Apocalypse leader and also the Heartbreaker. So now this guy will offer you that boost that you need for your vehicle. That 700% added with Kurgan or other defense leaders would strengthen your city up. Especially if you have, I don't know how many people have actually gone to building more Panzers and T4 vehicles, but if I know a few people who love these vehicles and they don't really have a lot of Pierces to go with. This is definitely something you can think about on a city boost. And this is also good on an attack. As you can see, 500% march speed and 700% vehicle attack. So now you can actually couple this with Heartbreaker. I haven't tested yet. I don't really have Grey Frost yet, but if I have one, I'm going to test to see if they can stack. So if you can stack it up, just imagine the power that you can get from a Panzer attack. So if you have an attack with a Panzer, definitely good. But that 700% infected attack, I used to be a big fan of infected troops, but now there's no real use. I don't know, maybe they're going to change it. Every leader now you see that infected attack being featured, so maybe that might change. But here in this one, for if you are a vehicle guy, if you like to send your panzers out, get this one. This is definitely worth it. Okay, so the next one is a human leader, Frostbite. So it has an infantry attack of 260%, troop defense of 360%, hospital capacity of 52,000, march speed of on march 295% speed, on 355% on infantry defense, and 265 on troop attack. This is a decent leader, I would say. I would put about 3 out of 5 for two reasons. Again, infantry attack, not a lot of human leaders have the infantry attack. So if you have all infantry infected leaders and you use a couple of human leaders for infected city attacks, again, the big guys, you guys killing the ICs, I don't think it makes a big difference. You guys have cracked the formula and these are not going to make a big difference. But people who are starting now to hit ICs, or people who are in the early stages who use infantry to attack, this is pretty good. So this is more towards people who have infantry. So if you have other things that you've already built, I don't think this is going to add any value to it. But if you want to start building your portfolio of human leaders, this is something that you can have, not going to hurt. Okay, Crow. This is probably one of the lousiest that I've seen in the holiday season they released. Though I think you might have a different opinion about what I just said. It's probably not lousy. The city bonuses that it offers is 200% on troop attack. But if you look at the DNA storage, I don't know if you still need it. But given that you still need DNA to do some of the troops, maybe this will come handy. So that's why, though I say that this is rubbish, but I'm a little bit skeptical on what I'm saying. Maybe they'll prove me wrong. This might be something that will be put to use in the future, where the DNA becomes, maybe you want to use it. I don't know. Again, 1 million DNA is not something that hard to get, but a little bit skeptical on that part. But demolition defense, all the pierces offering already your best defense, this is going to add 300% more to that. And when you send this on a troop defense, it will actually kill lesser troops. It'll give demolition troops also an attack. So from an attack perspective, a march perspective, not that great. Again, that's what I said. I think this is kind of rubbish, but maybe might you can prove me wrong. Okay, the next one. This is the best of the bunch. Bumble Egg. So it came with the pack, so I got one. So this probably for me is a good thing to have. If you haven't, I mean, if you have it, it's pretty good to have. If you don't, I'm pretty sure they'll get it back on pack, I reckon. So why this is good, in my opinion, is 600% troop defense and 700% on infantry defense. So all this while, we never had an infantry defense as a city boost to offer this kind of a percentage, right? So you have a troop defense of 900% on Kurgan and other things, but infantry defense we do have, but not this amount of percent. So just imagine now you are moving into hitting more ICs, you have more rangers and all these kind of things. So you can have, sorry, you can actually have 600% troop defense and 700% infantry defense while this guy is in the city. So that's offering you the insurance policy when you go out. So again, I think a lot of people now, I think, have gone back into a good mix. I think you have heavy demolition and then probably more infantry and lesser of vehicles. I don't know if that's what the entire region is or all the regions are going towards, but I've seen that off late the infantry count has gone up. A lot of more people are using infantry. So for that reason, I think troop defense and infantry defense is a best to have, and I like the march boost as well. So we are using a lot of infantry in our attack. So mostly we use the dead bark, which offers a bit of a edge on the infantry attack, and this 700% plus 375% troop health will offer a lot of savings in the IC attack. So it's not really good in war kind of thing, but from an IC hitting point of view, when you're sending your troops out to hit ICs, it's good. Probably again, keeping it in the city, is it a good idea? I don't know. It depends on your setup. If you don't have a lot of infantry base, it's probably not worth it. But if you have a good infantry base, yeah, this helps. But from a march perspective, this is pretty amazing to have when you're hitting ICs with your mighty infantry. So that's pretty much what I wanted to discuss. Out of all, I would put Bumble as 10. Again, it's my opinion. I might be wrong, but please have the discussion in the comment section. So out of that, I would say Bumble is probably the best so far I've seen what they've given. And the next best thing that I would say is, yeah, I like the Rainman because the farms definitely can use it, and infected city attack to some extent. Those are the two caught my eye. I think maybe we should focus on that. Otherwise, you guys have a fantastic weekend and stay safe, and I'll come back with a lot more interviews that I'm lined up. I know I've been saying this, but nothing came out, but I'm really working towards getting more videos out for you guys. And thanks for watching, and you have a fantastic day. Bye.